Since I had cerebral palsy, so growing up, school time was very difficult for me. I knew that I was different from the others.
Born in 6.5 months. I had a fall when I was pregnant.
Weirdest thing that has been said to me is, why are you walking like that? I didn't really plan coming out to my sister. She just kind of found out. It was not good.
When he said he wanted to join the fashion designing, I was little. I said, what is this? Are you going to become a tailor?
I put the fabric onto the machine, and before I could even hit the pedal, the fabric was out of the machine. And I told myself, you know what, actually this is not your cup of tea. You won't be able to do this. It was difficult, but I grew out of it. Hey, I am Ashley Nelson and I'm an entrepreneur. My first experience in fashion school with a sewing machine was absolutely awful. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pedal onto the machine because I have cerebral palsy.
When he was small, he used to cut all my dupattas. My nicest dupattas is to cut and is put for the dolls.
The first project that I ever did was a tote bag. It was absolutely horrible. The stitches were really crooked. And I think that project, and if I see the kind of stuff that I do now, is this. From a simple tote bag to a fully fledged lined backpack. So I can say that I have growing up, students, kids, my classmates, I would get stared at all the time because obviously I had a particular way of walking. It took away a lot of my confidence. I wanted to stay away from people because I wouldn't be able to play particular games or, do certain things, and then those kids would kind of look at me and be like, what's happened to him? And once I was into the fashion industry, I realized that all of us are so different from each other. The fact that I was different was my strength. My CP wasn't considered to be something that was looked down upon. It was what I could do in spite of having CP. I think I realized that when people came up to me and they said that, oh, we like what you make, and which is 5 things. So when they appreciate the smallest of things, also it was like oh, I can do this. Growing up, I had a lot of medications, a lot of doctor visits, hospital visits. I think I spent a lot of my time in a hospital. And now the very fact of even visiting the doctor for a general checkup really freaks me out. Because, you get tired. You feel like, why is this in my luck? Like, why do I have to go to these kind of things? And I would often compare myself to other children or to other individuals, thinking that, okay, they are absolutely fine. They are normal. Why couldn't I have? I have 2 incredible women in my family, my mom and my sister. My coming out story to them is quite strange. She didn't speak to me for almost a year, and that was our trouble time as siblings. I think as time passed, she came up to me, she sat me at this very chair over here and she said, you know what, actually, you're my brother and I accept you for who you are and I will fight whoever it is who comes to you. And with my mom, it was fairly recent.
Then slowly I came to know that he's not interested with the girls. He used to have a bunch of girls. They all used to sleep on one bed. 5 girls and 1 boy. Full night they used to have fighting, drinking. And still I used to say, what is this man? You are a boy and all the girls. Mama, I don't like any girl. Then I said, I'm comfortable with that. Because he's a good companion for me. He cares for me. I love him very much.
I think that was one moment in my life when there was a gigantic rock on my chest that was out. From then on, I could have said that, I can fight anything in the world. Making friends was a little difficult because then, there were not many things to connect on. But once I came out and once I started meeting people who were very similar to me in terms of sexuality, in terms of fighting for themselves, in terms of acceptance, in terms of diversity, making friends was easier because I think one good thing about the queer community is we all are different. None of us are the same. But what makes us the same, what makes us be able to connect with each other is our experience. Platforms, they ask me, oh, actually, you have a disability, right? So, are you able to find physical relationships or are you able to find dates? To which I realized that they make it sound like, it's like quite a difficult task, which it is, because I think everyone would want somebody who's normal to be with, to look at, to go around. And thankfully, I haven't come across any such incident where somebody has looked at me and said, what, actually, we cannot be seen around. I realized that because I was not normal in the usual sense, that kind of made my life much more fun. Like, a little bit of spice, which was great. Anyone who wants to study fashion like I did, I would say please go ahead, follow your dreams, follow your vision. If you think that something is keeping you up at night and it's your fashion dream, then please go ahead, because that's how it worked for me. I would get dreams that I was in a fashion school and I was walking the ramp and my designs were in front of me and I was bowing down in front of a crowd of 100. Those dreams were the dreams that kept me up, and I think I achieved those dreams.